Hi, kiddos. All right, here we go. So today we are going to work on telling time to the hour. That means we're going to be able to tell time when it's at the hour. So when we say 1 o'clock, we know that o'clock means that it's the hour. It's the very first minute in the hour. All right, but first Miss Morga wants to show you some things about the clock. Here we go. Okay, that's right. All right. So 12 is at the very top of the clock. 12 is at the very top of the clock. And then we go this way. This way is called clockwise. That means it goes in the direction of the clock. Okay, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I think you understand. So you just keep going. When you get to 12, you start over. You go back to 1. Okay, so 12 is at the very, very, very top. Okay, so let's talk about the parts of a clock. This part is called the face. This is the face of a clock. It has all the numbers on it. It has a little button nose in the middle. This is the face of the clock. Now, we have two different hands. We have the minute hand. The minute hand is very long. It tells us what minute. And we have the hour hand. It's the short one. The short one is the hour hand. The long one is the minute hand. The short one is the hour hand. The short one is the hour hand. The long one is the minute hand. I hope you guys know that. So say it with me. The long one is the minute hand. The short one is the hour hand. Okay. Now, this type of clock is called an analog clock. An analog clock. That means that it has a face, an hour hand, and a minute hand. This type of clock, this is called a digital clock. Now, the first number tells us the hour, so it tells us where the hour hand is pointing. And the other numbers tell us the minutes, and we'll go over that in a moment. Okay, so when the digital clock says 00, we say o'clock. So when it says 00, we say o'clock. We say o'clock when it says 00. That's very important. I want you to say that with me. When it says 00, we say o'clock. Say it with me. When it says 00, we say o'clock. All right. When the minute hand, the blue hand, the long hand, reaches all the way up to the 12, when it touches the 12, we also say o'clock. When the minute hand reaches all the way to the 12, we say o'clock. Say it with me. When the minute hand reaches all the way to the 12, we say o'clock. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's do this. Oopsies, 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 oopsies. Let's see. Oop, oop, there we go. Okay, let's lock that minute hand. All right, so let's say that our clock looks like this. So the first number that we say is the number that the hour hand is pointing to. Oops. The number that the hour hand is pointing to. So the hour hand, it says 1. And we know that when the blue line reaches up, it means o'clock. So this says 1 o'clock. Let's look at another. And our digital clock over here, it says 1 o'clock. All right, let's try another one. How about this one? So first we want to look at where the hour hand is pointing. It says 2, and we know that when the minute hand reaches all the way up, that means o'clock. So we see 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Because the hour hand is pointing to the 2. And we know that when the minute hand reaches all the way up, that means o'clock. Let's look at our digital clock. This says 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. And it shows us. Now, what if we had it say this? What if our clock showed this? So the first thing we want to do is we want to look at where the hour hand is. The short hand. Remember, it's short. It doesn't go all the way to the line. It's short. And it's pointing to the 7. So we can say 7. Here it is. It's reaching all the way up. O'clock. 7 o'clock. Let's look at our digital. It says 7 o'clock. What if, friends, what if our digital clock said 4? What if this number was a 4? 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Well, we would want to make our hour hand point to the 4. 4 o'clock. So the short hand, whatever number you say, has the short hour hand. It has the short hour hand. 4 o'clock. All right, friends. So today, that is what you are doing. So, remember, when you're drawing the hour hand, it's short. It doesn't go all the way. It's short. So you're going to be drawing on clocks depending on what the instructions say on the page. All right, friends. I know that you're going to do wonderful. Just remember that when you're reading a clock, you look at the hour hand first. You look at what number it says, 9. And then when it's reached all the way up, that means o'clock. To write o'clock, you need to do a 0, 0. Remember, 0, 0 means o'clock. All right, friends. Good luck. Have fun. I know that you'll do great.